Something about that night still doesn't sit right. A wedding, a dance, one unexpected moment, and somehow it fractured one of the world's most famous families. For months, there was silence, tight smiles, carefully chosen words. Then suddenly, Marc Anthony speaks, and what he says doesn't calm the situation, it complicates it. He calls the entire feud extremely unfortunate, but then he drops something heavier. He suggests the story the public believes is hardly the truth. That's not clarification, that's a warning. And wait, if the public story isn't true, then whose version is? Because that quietly contradicts what Brooklyn Beckham shared about his own family. Two versions, two realities. One explosive night. Let's go back there. April 2022, Palm Beach, a multi-million-dollar wedding. Everything flawless, everything controlled. Guests in designer gowns, a carefully choreographed celebration. Every moment planned down to the second. Then came the reception. Lights dimmed, music ready, the first dance approaching. Brooklyn and Nicola Peltz standing together, waiting for their moment. The kind of moment every couple remembers forever. But what happened next still sparks debate. According to Brooklyn's account, Marc Anthony paused the expected flow of the evening, looked across the room, and invited the most beautiful woman here to join him. A dramatic pause. Guests turned, and then Victoria Beckham walked onto the floor. Not the bride, his mother. Imagine the atmosphere. Music playing, hundreds watching, a bride stepping back while the groom's mother takes the spotlight. Brooklyn later described the moment as deeply embarrassing, overwhelming, even humiliating. He said he felt trapped in front of everyone. Nicola reportedly left the room in tears. If that memory is accurate, that's not just awkward timing, that's emotional impact. But here's where the story fractures. Other guests insist nothing dramatic happened. No tears, no confrontation, no emotional breakdown. Just a spontaneous moment, later blown out of proportion. Same room, same music, completely different interpretations. Honestly, both can't fully be true, and that's where the mystery deepens. The wedding's DJ Fat Tony, later addressed the situation. He admitted the timing wasn't ideal. Yes, the spotlight shifted away from the couple, but he denied any malicious intent. No planned humiliation, no deliberate interference, just confusion. And he emphasized one detail that changes everything. Marc Anthony was directing the stage. That single detail raises huge questions. If he controlled the moment, was Victoria simply responding to a cue? Was the situation misinterpreted later through emotion? Or is there something still missing from the story? Because now there are two competing narratives. One describes emotional damage, the other describes harmless chaos. And when truth becomes unclear, perception takes over. Now here's why Marc Anthony's recent statement matters so much. He isn't an outsider commenting from a distance. He's been part of the Beckham circle for years, close to the family, trusted privately. He's even godfather to Cruz Beckham. That kind of connection means he knows far more than the public, which makes his careful wording extremely deliberate. He didn't defend anyone directly, he didn't accuse anyone either. He simply hinted the public doesn't know the real story. That restraint feels intentional, almost like he's protecting someone or something. And honestly, that silence speaks louder than details. But the wedding drama was only the beginning. Brooklyn's public statement went far beyond that single moment. He described years of pressure, a feeling of being controlled, a struggle to build his own identity. He even claimed there was pressure before the marriage, involving control over rights connected to his name and future. That's a serious claim, if that's how he experienced it, because that shifts the narrative completely. Now the conflict isn't about a dance, it becomes about independence, about separating personal identity from a global brand built by David Beckham and Victoria. Family legacy versus personal freedom. That tension runs deep. One side protecting image and unity, the other seeking autonomy and space. When conflict reaches that level, it rarely resolves quickly. And the circle kept widening. Nelson Peltz, Nicola's billionaire father, publicly supported the couple. No direct criticism of the Beckhams, but clear loyalty. That changes the power dynamic. Because now, this isn't just emotional conflict, it's influence versus influence. Two powerful families, two massive reputations. And in celebrity culture, reputation is currency. Then another moment intensified the divide. A vow of renewal, a celebration of commitment and love. But one absence spoke volumes. The Beckham family didn't attend. No public explanation, just distance. And distance creates meaning. A vow of renewal usually signals healing. This one suggested separation, a new beginning, a shift in family boundaries. That single event told a story without words. And once social media noticed, everything escalated. Clips resurfaced, theories exploded, commentary never stopped. Marc Anthony suddenly became an unexpected central figure, the man at the center of the moment. His words replayed, his actions dissected, his role questioned. Was it a misunderstanding, a misjudgment, or something deeper? Nobody agrees. The internet turned one private wedding moment into a global debate about loyalty, family roles, and boundaries. Behind the scenes, a family navigating real emotional strain. In public, a relentless narrative battle. Brooklyn's distance, Victoria's composure, David's silence, Marc's careful hints. Every move analyzed, every gesture interpreted. And here's the real twist. Marc Anthony's subtle challenge didn't solve anything. It blurred everything. Now the line between truth and perception is almost impossible to see. Right now, there's no resolution. Just distance, unanswered questions, and a story still unfolding. What began as a single dance became a symbol of something much larger. Family versus independence, image versus reality, truth versus perception. And the full story? Still hidden somewhere behind that music, waiting for the moment it finally comes out. Hit that subscribe button for more interesting, spicy stories of Hollywood, and press the bell notifications so that you never miss a spill. See you in the next video. Till then, bye!